right. I don't know where to start. It was we went into this meeting. I just knew that this wasn't gonna be no problem. This track has been around for 50 years or more, and it just got shut down. Just five hands went up quick, almost like they was pre planned this. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of concerns, and maybe probably mad at myself because I didn't get up and speak, or probably more of us might should have got up there to speak on the track part. Um, I respect. I'm like Bo. I respect the neighbors, and I expect them having an opinion and stuff. However, some a good part of I think it was a couple that might have been close by that had truly experienced a race being at the track. Um, but two of the big opponents didn't even live next to the track when it was in operation, and talking about dust and traffic and trash, and that road is narrow or whatever, but I mean it worked for years. I don't see why it couldn't again. I guess I'm more disappointed that they didn't even it wasn't much of a discussion after the fact with the people on the board. Um, we will hear from Bo. I talked to him afterwards. He has got to be the most fun, easygoing guy I've ever met. That he's not gonna roll over. I can tell that much by him. And my last video, I talked about him and hadn't met him, and since then, of course, I've met him, and we talked a couple times. Uh, I don't know. We just stay tuned. He said he would be in touch with me, and so I'll be able to give you updates of where he's headed with this. He's not gonna say, okay, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work out. That's not Bo. Uh, what little I've talked to him, I can tell you that much about him. He is not gonna give up. Um, it was just so many false things said, and that really turned me the wrong way, and especially from ones that had never lived at where they live when the racetrack was open. Uh, when you say it's a dirt track, they automatically think it's a dust bowl or whatever. Well, if a track's run right and prepped right, it's not a dust bowl. Promise me, I've prepped that track many a times, and the last thing we wanted was dust. We want a good, wet, good raceable surface. And then, of course, the ones that, they practice all through the week. No, they don't. No, they don't. You have to prep a dirt track in order to be raced on. And to my knowledge, there's never been no testing or no anything throughout the week at a dirt track. We spent all week prepping the track, getting it ready to race on Friday night. So know what you're talking about. It's a whole lot of assumptions. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of facts either, but I mean, we can take the time now, of course, to get them. I don't recall a accident on that road back in the day, as far as people going in and out of the racetrack. Trash is everywhere. You can drive up the road right now. I just saw a beer can in front of my house the other day, and I don't have hardly nobody around me. So I mean, you can drive up any road and find trash and stuff like that. And then, and had the one getting down to the decibels on the sound that race cars make. Um, I don't know. It's I'm just glad. I'm glad that Bo is behind it, and that he's not going to roll over, and I am happy about that. It's good to see Mike Schmidt up there. Hadn't seen Mike in a while. He was the last one that ran it on a regular basis. We're talking about every other Friday night. I mean, not even a weekly deal, not 4 Fridays per month or whatever. But anyway, it's very disappointing. But I'm glad that that Bo is not going to roll over. So we will continue on, and I will keep y'all up to date with anything that Bo tells me. And of course, he goes live all the time. So I'm sure you can follow him and at Miller Brothers Racing, I think. Of course, the Oak Level page. But anyway, here's the interview that I did with Bo right after the meeting. All right, Bo.
So whether we were successful or not, I knew that we were going to come out of here with our heads held high. I mean, of course, things didn't go the way I wanted them to go, but we still got a little bit of fight left in us. We have a couple of options. We're going to try to maybe look into appealing the decision. A lot of the things I feel like might have been based on assumptions and not based on what reality is. And so, yeah, we're going to probably call and reach out to some folks that might be interested in representing us and look at having a judge review this versus a committee. So it's kind of what we're looking at this point in time. That's kind of our only option, really. Unless we want to fill that thing up and have fishing radios there, that's where we are.
So I see you went upstairs to talk to Lee?
I did. No hard feelings against Lee, no hard feelings against the county, our neighbors. I love them still as much as I did before. And we're going to continue work on the track. We're going to continue work on our facilities. You know, if anything, we're going to have us a nice place that I can sit up there and drive my race car around if I wanted to.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Y'all stay in touch with me, and I'll give you updates.
Thank you for all your support, sir.
Thanks, Bo.